Welcome to Manifesting Through Motherhood. I'm your host, Lindsay Williams, a self-development mentor, entrepreneur and author, dedicated to helping busy mums like you manifest success, balance and create passive income on your terms. With years of experience in mindset, manifestation, fitness, parenting and business growth, I share simple yet powerful strategies to help you transform your life without the overwhelm. If you're ready to up-level your mindset, build a thriving business and create the life you truly deserve, you're in the right place. You can also find all my books on Amazon, packed with tools to help you manifest and grow. So don't forget to follow the podcast to be updated on all new episodes. And let's get going. Welcome back, ladies, to the podcast. How is everybody doing? The weather is really wet and cold here in the UK. And yeah, it's definitely cozy season. So yes, so today, feel it, see it and manifest it. When are we going to start believing in ourselves, ladies? I've had so many people of you guys reach out to me and say, oh, Lindsay, how do you do what you do? How are you achieving goals still in November? Because I am doing micro goals, like I've said on other episodes, that I have to just keep going forwards because I don't take breaks when I manifest. But how much are you manifesting? Do you start to just dwindle down a bit because you're busy, because you're tired, because you've got a lot going on? We are all busy mums, so we've all got lots going on, but we can still manifest. It's just about feeling it. What does manifesting mean to us? As in, bringing it in to our lives. What are we visualising? And are we visualising on another level? Are we having time to sit there, to relax, to think about what we really want, not what other people want or think they want for us, what we desire, what we deserve as busy mums, as busy women. We can manifest it. People say, like, how have you done all these things? Got me thinking when Lindy was talking on her podcast, if you haven't listened to it, Grey Roots and Chicken Boots, about all the things she's achieving now. She's still learning. We can learn so much. I met Lindy a couple of years ago, and it's when I started podcasting. I put like a question in the podcast group and she wrote out to me, and she ended up being a guest on my podcast. And I thought, this amazing woman from like over in Canada, and she sounds so professional on a podcast, and I just thought she was amazing. And yeah, we just connected on a different level. And she's seen me do so many different things. I've seen her do different things, seen her evolve, she's seen me evolve. And she's always wanting to, doesn't matter what age you are at, even if you are retired, semi-retired, you can achieve so much, because just because we get to a certain age and we retire doesn't mean that we can't achieve goals, or we can have a side hustle or another business. And just because we're parents or we're grandparents, that dilutes anything for us. Yes, we start out at school where we're like, right, you have to pick what you want to do, and you choose this, you've got to go to college and university, and you've got to do all those things, and we don't always know what we want to do. I knew I wanted to do hair and beauty, and then I kind of went into teaching, into counselling, life coaching, and then I went into fitness and health. It was meant to be, it was wrote in the stars, it was meant to be, because I wouldn't be here now doing this. I wouldn't have had the confidence to talk to you guys, because everything I do talk about, I am actually qualified in. I've got a lot of qualifications, which sadly I don't really use a lot of, but it is what it is. Because the thing is, I'm in my 40s now, and I couldn't trade that time for money as like I used to. Because could you imagine me working in a gym, like full-time personal training, plus doing my salon work, plus with my son? Children with additional needs become more demanding. We've got lots going on. I'm also shattered. I was doing my personal training. I was super fit, but also I have fibromyalgia, so my arms were aching. I was, just fatigued, and there's so much you can push yourself, and then use all your energy spoons, and then you just crash down. So I've got to be really careful what I want. And when you are trading so much time for your energy, then it just becomes a bit relentless, and you end up just getting a bit fed up. I love what I do. I still love that, and I do miss personal training. I won't mind doing like a couple a week, but then the gym culture, that gym environment is not for me. Unless it was my own gym, I would completely do it like my way. But yeah, it's a bit like the hairdressing, like the industry. It's very similar. in the way people are. A lot of people are for themselves. So you've got to really watch your back. Yeah, I think you'll learn from experiences when you work in places. I certainly did. And yeah, but everything I've done, yeah, I've got the qualifications, I can still work, I do the coaching, I do one-to-ones with people, it doesn't have to be just manifesting or life or business. You might want to set up a business, her business, you might want to set up a personal training business, you might want to think about a fitness plan, and you might have some medical conditions. I do cover a wide area of like exercise referral, lower back pain, diabetes and weight management. I've got all those qualifications that if you want to look at your fitness journey and you don't really want to go into a gym or speak to anyone, this is what I do. I work on Zoom. We can do like a consultation and look at setting a little bit of a fitness plan out. And that's what I did through lockdown. I had to, I was working in a gym, but then I had to go online. So I was teaching boxing and just teaching how to move your body. And I was, we had tins of beans, we had TheraBands, and people ordered everything from Amazon. I did everything, shadow boxing. I just loved it. But then we also did the other side, which was like, let's have a look at your body and how it works and how we can get it moving for you. And then we ended up like working into like, actually, I'd like to set up a business. So as you can see, everything will lead to something, because once you get the confidence to like get fit and get well, you also have the confidence to show up a little bit more in your business and start manifesting more. Because we always look at our life and what we could do, and we always have like, well, if I do this and then I can do that. And we do, as women, we do put obstacles like, oh, I'll wear that dress if I lose weight, or if I can earn more money, I can do this. So we can bring the manifesting together. We can manifest our health and wellness and our business. But it's just believing. We have to start believing and taking that time out for us and just bringing in what we really want. I think once we start bringing them in, like dripping our manifestations in, then this is what I started doing. I'm like, I really want to write a book. I'm like, my mind monkeys were dropping in. I'm like, well, am I going to write a book? So I started writing a book, and then it kind of just evolved, and I got the confidence, and then I started getting in touch with other people that wrote books, and I got in touch with I did a 3-day challenge with Laura, and she ended up editing my book. So I sent everything off for a proofread, edit, she sent it back, but I self-published it. Not in a million years, because I didn't want to like wait through channels, like finding a publisher. Maybe, in the future I could do if I didn't have the time, but I know how to self-publish now. I can teach you how to self-publish a book, and it doesn't have to be a crazy book. It could just be a small book, just some journals and planners. That's all I've got on Amazon. I've got loads of like planners and journals, and then I've got my big book. So who'd have thought a couple of years ago I would have a book out there? Absolutely no way. And everyone was shocked. I was like, how did you learn to do it? I went, I manifested it. I put it on my vision board. I put it on my phone vision board. I was like, right, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I need to achieve to do that. But I need to set some goals. I need to time block. I need to put it in my diary each day. I was like, oh, boring. I need to I'm not one for sitting at a computer. I'm more practical. I like to be in the salon doing hair and doing facials. But I had to spend 4 or 5 hours a week just blocking some time out to just start writing segments in my book. And you don't have to overthink it when you're writing a book. Just start writing it. Then we can go back through it. Then what I did, I listened to my book back, and it was all jumbled. Or you can read aloud, and it was all over the place, and I cut things out. And there's bits that I would actually add to it now because I've evolved, I've changed, and a lot more about manifesting. But this was my version of manifesting through motherhood. I wanted to get out there. I just wanted to it was my baby. It's my first book. It's not going to be perfect by no means, but I did my front cover. I did everything. And I'm even looking at my book now while I'm recording this, wow, I've changed so much. I've had brand shoots. I've lost 5 stone since I've done it. I'm showing up. I'm speaking. I've done articles. I do blogging, and I go and guest speak places. I'm like, and this is because of my book. I've manifested it, and I've got the ability and the confidence now to go in a classroom and speak to lots and lots of people about my book and how I wrote my book. Because I think one barrier would be for you is, well, I can't afford a publisher and I don't really know where to go. And I did all my research, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to do this myself. I'm actually not going to get a publisher. And then I did, and I converted it into an ebook, which was hard work, but I did it. And now I do lots of small ebooks as freebies for my business. So I think everything's like a step. I always say like a ladder, just move up, move up, move up. Just do something, manifest it. If it's just small, if if you've got imposter syndrome, you're not believing in yourself, just start to do one little thing and celebrate that achievement, then move up again, then have another celebration, and start mingling in your areas like I do, like business networking and women in business. And I do all that. If you follow me online, you'll see that I do all that, and I just spread the word, as you will. So, and people say to me like, who do you manifest to? And not a lot of people get it. Like, what do you manifest to? Like, who is it? And I sat on that and thought, well, to be honest, I was born I was raised a Catholic, and I went to Catholic schools, and yeah, it was always the person in my life was always God. And like when somebody's ill, you pray. Like when my nan was poorly, like I prayed. So it doesn't matter who your person is that you manifest to. You don't have to bother other people with it and put any of your beliefs out there online. I don't do that. I don't believe in doing that. I have my person is the higher person who looks after me, whoever that person is. I ask and trust my person, and a lot of them people are my angels. I will say my spirit guides, my angels, my nan, my loved ones. Bring me something nice. Let's manifest. I'm feeling a bit like fed up this week. Actually show me something that's going to really elevate me. And I feel like the universe knows when the timing is right as well, because sometimes I might have a lot on, and really do I want the things coming into my life at that specific time? So then I think, the universe, just throw me a surprise this month, throw me something good, an opportunity, or like a win, or a money win, or something like that. And then something crazy happens. And this is what happens to me though, funnily enough, is I do this and I end up getting an influx of the clients in the salon, which I do not promote. So I'm like, where does everybody come from? So it's funny, isn't it, how like the universe is like obviously throwing me into my salon more. And I'm like, well, I'm trying to do less. Well, not do less, but not do more, because I'll have to work more, and I've got my son to think of. And that's why I've created passive income. So I want to sell more of my courses and my books. So it's that's what passive income is. I've created a product which I sell, and then I get money every month from. So I'm still growing that now. I've got lots of things in the pipeline that I want to do, and it's exciting, but I still trade time for money. I still work like everybody else. I go to work. I just work from home. So I love all that, but I love all that anyway. I just honestly, I thrive off my clients. I love talking, chatting. I just love it. I love nurturing people. I love, you get a free life coaching session when you come with me. So if you come and have your hair done or a facial, you tend to get some coaching from me. Very good at profiling, reading people, giving them the advice, only if you ask for it. But I think when you are doing the hairdressing, you do tend to get to know people quite well. And my business complements everything, because they are busy mums that come in. So they love manifesting and they love the goal setting. And they watch me all the time, like, what are you doing now? And, oh, Lindsay, you make me so tired. And I'm like, well, you know what? I'm pretty good with my time, and I do have time with I said to my husband today, it's funny, we are lucky, we do get time together. I do get time for self-care, I do get time for myself. I am selfishly, I need time for myself. I need them, not like loads of time, but I will find pockets of time. My son's like nearly 15. He will spend time in his bedroom and talk to his friends and chill. He doesn't always want to sit and watch films with me anymore. I'll go and play with his cuddlies, and then he'll want to speak to his friends. So that's given me the time to record the podcast, look at my book ideas. I'm always having downloads, as in downloads in my brain. My brain is 100 miles an hour, so I'm always writing information down. What can I do? I've got to be really careful sometimes, because I've got to overwhelm myself with information, because my brain is just like Pandora's box. It has like every 3 months I get like an upgrade of like, right, let's do this. And this shows growth. So you've not got that fixed mindset, you've got this growth mindset. So no matter what you're doing, you might not be like me, you might not be in business, you might have a full-time job, but it doesn't mean that you can't achieve something else, because we all want things for our children. And yeah, so we had an old friend, she'd reached out, so we reconnected. I talked about on one of the episodes, and she sent me a message, and she's like, Lindsay, how do you do all this stuff? And it's funny how people see like what I'm doing. Oh, she also said, she knows who she is, and said like, are you ever negative? And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm always in a good mood. And because honestly, if I get myself into a dark place, no matter what, even losing my nan, I thought I would lose a little bit of my sparkle, my manifesting fun. But I've told you so many times that manifesting it has been my like I thought I'm going to have to go for some grief counselling, and maybe it would benefit me, but you know what, I'm such at a high frequency talking about death, would that make me go the opposite way? So I've got to be really careful I don't go in that dark place I was a couple of years ago. So I've got to make sure that the manifesting has given me so many tools in my toolbox that actually I can think, actually I can find the pockets of joy throughout my day, and I can make the gratitude and journal, and when I start writing it down, my heart starts flooding with love and gratitude and thanks, because there's so much going on and I can't bring my nan back. There's nothing I can do about that, but I can start focusing on the future which she wants, and it does keep my mind busy, and the exercise keeps me busy, my salon keeps me busy, Christmas is coming up, so that's keeping me busy, and being organised, and my husband just goes with the flow because I think he knows what I want and need, and I feel like my friends show up at the right time and they check in. So it's just having that belief for you. And you know what? You don't have to tell people what you're doing. And I was also speaking to this friend, Sarah, and we was on about decluttering, and she was getting rid of people out of her life as well. And I said, you know what? We need to. Sometimes these people hold us back in life. These people cause us negativity. And yes, and she actually did say, I just remembered she did say that she said no to things lately, and which is absolutely amazing. Like, we should be doing that, because if it's not serving us, if we dread that person asking us for that night out, like, oh, I don't really want to do that, then we don't do it. And you know what? There is ways of saying no. Like, you don't say, oh, just say, at the minute I'm at full bandwidth, can we just think, can I think about it? We can be, come on, we're old enough to like be honest with people, and I think people get to know, like, can you be bothered? We've all done that when we booked a girls' night out, and and said, and then we are like, through the week we're like, can you be bothered? Oh, it's meant to be raining on Saturday. Oh, I don't know what to wear. So we all know, we start like dripping each other and like, oh, can you be bothered? We talk to each other about things, don't we, sometimes? Because we're just so out of touch with going out. And you know what? I just like chilling at home. I've bought myself 2 little tracksuit. I ordered one because I didn't know what size, and it was a medium. And it was actually quite loose at the top, so I was really excited. And it's a pink velour one, so it feels beautiful. And I thought, you know what? I got it off Amazon. So they have like loads of clothes on there. And I was like, I'm going to order another one, because I always buy things and I'm like, I wear it out and it goes messy, and I'm like, I'm going to buy another one. So then I can wear one for 2 days, wash it, and it feels amazing, because I've got my big thick leather one, my leopard print one that you'll probably see me do my stories on, but it's XL, it's absolutely huge. But I just wear it for dossing, because we have our scruffy comfort clothes, don't we? We love those clothes. So yeah, so I've digressed so much now, but what I'm saying is, you just do you. Like, don't worry about other people and what they're doing, and just, listen to more of these episodes, go and find some books, just emerge, like, submerge yourself into so much self-development, your brain doesn't know what to do with it, and then find your niche, find out what you want to do going forward. Find a pattern that works for you. Like, what tools are you going to use this week to improve your life and your mindset? And we're always going to have something to go back to. So you might listen to one of these episodes, you might go and get one of my books, you might read my book, Manifesting Through Motherhood. I had, like I said on the last episode, I donated one to school, and one of the teachers has been saying I've been doing the activities in the book, so there is things to do in the book as well. And if you can read my book and do the activities and come away with something from it, then that's growth for you, because it opens your mind. It mind boggles your mind, my book, because you're like, I don't really, like, when my mum read it, she's like, I don't get all this manifesting stuff. But when you're with somebody who talks about it a lot, I don't push it on everybody. I think we all kind of know, because we've got TikTok and we see it on Instagram about manifesting, and manifesting just bringing things that are positive into our life. It's fixating on something that we want, and seeing it and believing it, and just spend some time thinking of how you're going to curate it, how we're going to bring it into our lives, how we're going to make it magical, and is it aligned to us? It's somebody else's alignment. Make sure we're staying in our own lane when we're going to it. Even if you just want to, if you are at full bandwidth now, don't over crazy yourself. You might just want to start, like, if you're thinking of a podcast or a book, just start the process now. I've got the 2 courses on my Linktree. They're just small masterclasses. Just start the process now of behind the scenes, because it's like you're 10 steps ahead then for next year, what you want to do. Even if it's fitness, you might not have the time to go to the gym now or start anything, but then we can start looking at our health and wellness and how we can improve it, and we can start doing a checklist and audit ourselves and what do we need to do, so we can start giving ourselves a little bit of an MOT of then what's going to happen next year. It's not just thinking about it next year and then we're getting too busy again. Start the process now. It's like a build up we have to. It's like doing anything that we have to just start small and work our way up. That's what I'm constantly doing all the time. I love it. I can't imagine I've always been, looking back now, I've always been this way all the time. I'm like, right, I'm going to do this course, I'm going to do that course. I'm like, I overachieve all the time, and I'm a bit of a certificate collector. I just love doing it, but I do it, I enjoy it. And even if I don't use that thing that I've like qualified in or I've learned at the minute, like I just did my digital marketing course, I might not be doing loads with it at the minute, but it is helping me with my business, and it would help somebody else with the book a one-to-one. I can talk about emails and, campaigns and, everything that I can do. It will help me at a certain time. So don't think things are wasted in your life and you might have moved jobs. Things are never wasted, because our life's a journey and it takes us to where we need to, because we get so much information growing up and learning that it equips us when we're older in certain situations. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. So let me know what you are manifesting at the minute. It's anything that you think, oh, I don't know, like, have you got some like barriers? This is some mind monkeys. I've got lots of free resources. I've got the money mindset one on the last episode. There's lots of things, the podcasting and self-publishing, some like freebies on there. Just have a look, just find anything, some meditations there, just something for you that's just going to like push you a little bit further. And listen to the podcast as well, and come and find me on social media, on Facebook, LinkedIn and Instagram. I'm mainly on Facebook and TikTok and Instagram at Lindsay Williams, and the Manifesting Mum Coach on TikTok. So anyway, don't forget to reach out, and don't forget to share this podcast as well. I would so appreciate it. And if you've got the book, please leave me a review. People always forget to leave reviews. So anyway, I will speak to you all soon. Have a great day, whatever you're doing. And yeah, keep safe. See you later. If you're feeling called to go deeper, to align more, create more, and really step into that next version of you, you'll find everything you need in my link tree. From my book, Manifesting Through Motherhood, to powerful resources and ways we can work together. It's all there waiting for you. Come and find me on Instagram or Facebook. I love hearing what landed with you. Don't forget to follow the podcast, and if this episode spoke to you, please share it with someone who is on their own journey too. And happy manifesting.